Hello, my name is Arnav Diopara, and I am proposing a new clothing brand called Remnant. So the purpose of Remnant is to deliver high quality streetwear that focus on minimal but powerful designs, like for example, concepts of philosophy, space, physics, and nature. The things like, for example, free will. That is illustrated by Einstein's block universe. A picture of this right here, which may challenge free will, and for clothes to express those ideas. The company is, as of now, is a sole proprietorship for the simplicity and due to there only being one employee, being me. But an LLC may be considered for the future if revenue increases and we get staff members. The firm will run mostly online at first to reach the most customers and not have to go through all the costs of running a brick and mortar store or something of that sort. So the need for the customers is that most fashion streetwear brands nowadays are kind of generic and copycats of one another. For example, this picture on the right, this shows this shows clothes of an Instagram streetwear brand, and for many people, this may look like completely fine set of clothes for streetwear. Yet everyone has probably seen this if they're remotely into fashion. So and many fashion people have spoke out against this, including this YouTuber, Original Paradigms. He um, he critiques these fashion brands who are just essentially copying other brands like Hellcat and Hellstar, sorry, and eh, and how streetwear brands have become more focused on the money rather than providing something new and original for the customers. So Remnant uh, provides the solution by delivering a unique streetwear that is concept driven and it ties in philosophy and science into clean wearable designs that people will actually feel proud of wearing and will wear every single day. This allows customers to avoid blending in without sticking out like a sore thumb, and they no longer have to worry about generic designs or silhouettes that don't fit them or don't resonate with them. So why now? Well, streetwear is becoming increasingly popular and saturated with all the new streetwear brands coming in because it is now easier than ever to enter the streetwear market. So that makes it that the longer we wait, the longer it's gonna take to stand out, and it's gonna be harder to stand out by then as well. As seen by this graph, after around 2025, there has been a huge spike increase in streetwear. And Future Business Insights predicts streetwear to nearly double, showing this is a great opportunity to start a streetwear brand. So speaking of that, the market opportunity for streetwear is looking very promising as well, as the total available market as of 2026 is $218.3 billion, and the serviceable available market is $1.1 billion due to our brand mostly focusing on American customers and assuming that the average annual revenue per customer is around $50, considering they buy around 1 to 2 shirts or products because we price around that um, price range. And our SOM is $50,000, which is 0.0545% of SAM, which may seem kind of low at first, yet we have to remember that streetwear is a highly competitive market. So meaning that there are many brands and many people want to stand out. So this is a realistic measure of what we would achieve. So our target age group is younger people around 15 to 25 years old who are creative and thoughtful and are ambitious but may not express their feelings as much. They may be a little introverted. And they're probably of medium high socioeconomic status to be able to purchase our clothes because our clothes aren't budget or cheap. The product will reach them through targeted marketing that may use slightly unconventional social media methods to stand out from the hype and really focus on getting the customers that will stay with us. And we will use competition-led pricing because, as I said before, streetwear is a really competitive market. And we'll use a unit sales revenue model because that just makes the most sense since we are delivering the product to the customer. So a little background about the financial information. So startup cost is going to be around $266, which may seem kind of low, but this is because we already have the storage space needed, and we're going to be using pre-order tactic, meaning that the customer pays first, and then we send the orders into production. So that means that we don't need any other high startup costs for bulk. And our monthly fixed cost is going to be around $70 for software, and variable cost is going to be around $25 per shirt. That's including production, shipping, labels, packaging, everything. And the selling price is going to be around $45, leaving around a $20 profit margin, which means our break-even point is 14 shirts, which is very low, considering mostly because of our low startup cost. And here are some competitors. So there's Fear of God and A Cold Wall. Fear of God is more focused on minimalism, and but our silhouettes are pretty similar. And A Cold Wall, it focuses more on really artistic and bold um, streetwear, and which is shown by this T-shirt right here, like Revenant. And I am seeking mentorship and guidance from experienced entrepreneurs. So if you could help me out, I would really appreciate it to refine my product development, branding, and scaling strategy. And in return, you would get to help a growing brand into develop into something really big, and you will get to have a part in that. And thank you.